You're plugged in all the time and you have all this messaging around you all the time that you didn't exactly intentionally decide to bring into your life, so it can be hard to know what actually matters to you and the direction that you personally are supposed to be going in. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Megan here from Magic Materialized. Today I'm sharing with you 11 tips and tricks that you can use to start living more intentionally right now, instead of just letting life come to you and knock you over like a ton of bricks. If you want to improve and learn some new things before 2019, and who doesn't, why not subscribe, and I have a lot more tips coming down for you. And for now, let's get into the video. The number one tip is gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude. If you're wanting to live an intentional life full of things that you are personally calling into your life to make it better for yourself, the first thing you need to do is be grateful for everything that you already have. And some things that you don't have yet, just be grateful for them in advance. When you start feeling gratitude in your life currently, it makes the new blessings coming into your life so much sweeter. Some things that I do to incorporate gratitude into my life is writing gratitude lists. So in the morning, I usually write at least 3 things that I'm grateful for, but often it can go on for pages and pages, because once you get into this practice, you realize like how amazing your life is. And another tip that I have been loving lately, it's a bit of a mantra. The mantra goes like this: thank you, more please. So if something good happens to you, like you found some money on the ground, or you saw your friend unexpectedly without planning it, you realize in that moment that's an amazing thing the universe has delivered to you. Letting yourself sit in that moment and saying out loud, thank you, more please. It lets the universe know that that's something that you want to cultivate into your life. I know it might feel weird speaking out loud to the universe if it's like your first time, but you do get used to it. If I'm like around a lot of people or out in public, I just like say it softly to myself. But if I'm with someone that I'm close to in my life, I just say it out loud, because at this point they know me and they know that me and the universe are besties and working on my dream life together. Tip number 2 is meditation. I know there's a lot of talk about meditation here on YouTube, so I'm going to talk about a specific meditation that you can easily incorporate into your daily routine, and that is a shower meditation. This helps me live intentionally because as I'm cleansing my physical body practically, I also am cleansing my spirit and any negative energy that is weighing down on me. I know in the shower you can tend to overthink about like what's going to happen in your day and all that, but I just try to breathe as the water's washing over me and clear my mind for a moment. And then as the water is running down my face and down my body, I imagine that it is collecting with it all the negativity and stressful thoughts and overwhelm, and it is washing that down off of my body and going down the drain. And so I'm cleansed and pure at the end of it and ready for a fresh new day. Tip number 3 is eating mindfully. This is something that I'm really focusing on tackling before the end of 2018. Not scrolling through your phone or reading a book or watching a video straight away when you're eating your food. For the first few bites at least, not focusing on anything other than how the food tastes and feels in your body. If it is nourishing you, if you gain some joy from the flavors. Because most of us are eating at least 3 times a day anyways, so if you take those first couple moments of your meal to really strip away your thoughts and just be thinking about the food at hand, I found it can be very beneficial. The next tip is writing out monthly intentions and weekly goals. Now, I go into intention writing a bit deeper in my new moon ritual video if you want to check that out, but in a nutshell, I just think having 3 to 5 intentions of what you want to bring into your life, spiritually, mentally, physically, for the month. And then for the weekly goals section, what I do is I just choose 3 tasks that I want to accomplish in the given week. And when I accomplish them, I just feel like on top of the world. So your weekly task could be like sending an important email, getting in touch with a contact for your career, or even just being more present in a certain relationship in your life that you want to cultivate. Exercising a certain amount a week, the possibilities are endless. The 5th tip is to have joyful hobbies. Hobbies as in something that you do just for yourself. For me, as an actor and creator here in Toronto, I often can mix up the difference between a hobby and a passion. Of course, you want to have your passions in your life, and that is probably related to your career, and you're definitely feeding that, especially with the goals and intentions you're setting. But I think it's very important to have hobbies, and the point of your hobby is just to bring you joy and peace of mind. Hobbies are not something that you're really thinking you want to monetize or gain status, money, influence from them. They're more something that's supposed to make you feel joy. So for me, some hobbies that bring me joy are writing in my journal. I also like to play music on my ukulele. The next tip is to consume positive media. It can feel very unintentional to just sit down in front of the TV and watch some sitcom that you don't really care about, but you just want to be sitting on the couch and watching something, not engaging with something. So when you start choosing which media brings you joy and consuming that intentionally, it can really make a change in your life. Over the years, as I've delved more into self-improvement and spirituality, the type of things I want to listen to has changed a lot. I don't really want to be listening to current events and entertainment news anymore, and even like some comedy podcasts I used to find funny, now I find they were just kind of like noise to listen to. And so now I'm choosing the media that is inspiring and uplifting to me. I listen to a lot of spirituality podcasts now. Probably my favorite one is called Manifest This by Ashley Wood. And then I watch a lot of YouTubers that are inspiring to me as well. One of my favorites right now is Zoey Arielle. Tip number 7 is breaking up with negative people. This is something that comes, if you want it to or not, once you start putting yourself first and the improvement of your life and where you want your life to go, because you no longer have the energy to cling on to relationships that aren't really feeding you and aren't making you better and are just tearing you down. Intentionally choosing what people you want to spend your time with is really helpful. That's something I think I've learned a lot this year. I only really give my time to someone who has also supported me. Like, I want to support you if you've also supported me. I want to share and inspire you if you also share and inspire me. And it's not to say that you're going to behave negatively towards people that aren't on your level anymore. It's just, you can be polite, you can be kind, but when you're choosing to spend your free time with someone, you're making sure it's somebody who's lifting you up, not tearing you down. Tip number 8, and probably the most important tip on this list, is to believe in yourself. Practicing self-love affirmations, noticing little things that you love about yourself every day, writing down what you want to accomplish and truly believing that you can do it. That is the number one way that you're going to live more intentionally. Tip number 9 is to think before you buy. In our society right now, consumerism is just this crazy, crazy thing that is taking over everything. And really, when you're being inundated with all these messages of the things you need and should want and should buy, 99% of them are absolutely not true, and you do not need those things. Saying no to the mindless consumerism is a great way to start living more intentionally. Just when you think you want an item, what I do is I write it down on this little wish list that I have going on my phone, and I don't buy any of those things until I have came back to write down, oh, I think I need this again and again, and I've analyzed whether or not I actually do need it in my life. And just saying no to consumerism is really cool because it's more like saying that you're your own person and not a piece of society, and I think that that's super intentional. Tip number 10 is a screen detox. If you're starting to feel a little bit foggy with all the messaging that's coming at you and not like you see a clear and intentional path for your life, something that I found super helpful is a screen detox. So you can do this for a half day, for a whole day, for a weekend, or even just for a couple hours. And it is just not looking at your phone, not looking at any apps, not watching media, and basically just not coming into contact with screens. And I find if you do this, you're more stuck in your own head, and that's when intuitive guidance is going to more easily come to you about like what you're supposed to be doing in life. And tip number 11 is creating a Zen environment for yourself. When I was first planning this video, I thought it was just going to be 10 tips, but of course the universe informed me, no, it was going to be 11 when I was having a really cute candlelit dinner with my partner the other night. Just because we only have this super bright light in my kitchen here, and so when the natural light goes away, it's just like really like jarring and I don't like it. So we decided to light some candles instead. That was a great way to have conversations about like our future dreams and what we intentionally want to bring into our life. Whether you're alone or with somebody that you love and trust, if you create a Zen environment for yourself, it can even more help the guidance come to you and the good positive vibes. The way that I love to do this is candlelight. I think candlelight is super magical. Diffusing some essential oils, just little touches into your environment that'll light your 5 senses and make you super aware to be in your body and grateful to be in the space that you've cultivated. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you learned something and it was a bit helpful to you. Let us know in the comments what are some ways that you like to live intentionally, because I am on this journey every single day wanting to live more intentionally. I think it's become pretty hard when you're plugged in all the time and you have all this messaging around you all the time that you didn't exactly intentionally decide to bring into your life. So it can be hard to know what actually matters to you and the direction that you personally are supposed to be going in. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!